All right, so one of the awesome things this last week was Mother's Day, and I'm going to ask these girls, which of the 10 Commandments has to do with your mother?
Honor your mother and father.
Honor your mother and father. Awesome. And what does it mean, Julie, to honor your mother?
Respect.
Respect. That's very good. So, Lauren, how do you do that? How do you, Lauren Minnick, respect your mother?
I can help my mother clean up around the house.
Cleaning up around the house is awesome. Moms, would you give a high five to that? And Julianne, how about you? How do you respect your mother?
When she says something and I do it, what she tells, and I do what she tells.
Whoa, that is awesome. When your mother tells you to do something and you listen and do it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, high five. That's awesome stuff. Girls, thank you. Go get your school bags ready. We're almost ready for school here on a Friday morning, and we have just a little more to talk about, and then you have a ton to talk about in terms of how to honor your mother. So, again, we're looking at 10 Commandments, Exodus chapter 20, and I'll simply read it. Honor your father and mother, that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. And on Sunday, I talked about one of the ways in which you can honor your mother, whether she is still living or has passed, is by following her instruction, respecting what she has taught you, and implementing that in your life. Mother has been given the role of instruction according to Proverbs 1:8, and the same word for instruction is the same word we use for law or the 10 Commandments. It's the Hebrew word Torah. So mother has been given an amazing responsibility by God, and therefore, because God gave her that responsibility, we respect the mother and our God who gave that responsibility to her. So that even if your mother is a human and makes mistakes, and in some cases it's difficult to honor and respect, it does not negate that God put your mother in that position so that you can, as now a Christian filled with the Spirit and having the ability to attain God's wisdom, discern what are the good teachings that came from your mother. Maybe she was a believer in Christ, maybe she wasn't, but what can you take from her as far as instruction for life and godliness and implement it? And if there's other things you learned from her that were less than that, you can lay those aside and ask for God's grace in her life to come. So I want to encourage you to talk about your mothers. Just share openly some great qualities about your mom, how you've honored your mother, and secondly, maybe a time that it was tough to honor your mother. A circumstance arose, or a situation of life, and you found it a challenge, and perhaps how you overcame that challenge, or even failed and succumbed to it. And then lastly, talk about the role of words. That was one of the key points in the sermon on Sunday, was to talk about how God chooses to use words as a form of instruction. And one of the most powerful words that we get from God is that He loves us. And how a mother's declaration with her mouth of her love for her child is so valued. So I'd really encourage you to talk about that role that your mother played, and if you are a mother yourself, or you're a woman and you can envision yourself in motherhood, I'd love for you to talk about the power of words shaping those around you, certainly the children under your care, and for all the men and dads, Father's Day is coming, but participate as well. How have words of assurance, words of encouragement, words of I love you shaped you and helped you? And again, if you felt like, boy, I wish I would have got more of that, share that. Get that out. Don't hold that back, and then pray for your mothers wherever they are in life. If they've already passed on, pray that all the children and grandchildren can live under that and in that instruction as a way of honoring not only your mother, but the God who gave us that command. So enjoy, mothers. We do honor you and thank you for your life and love your amazing sacrifice, your diligence, your comfort, all the great attributes that you bring, and not only to our families, but to the world. So God bless you. Have an amazing Connect Group time. Enjoy, and happy Friday.